Since the Fish and Wildlife Service is not here to represent their views on any of these bills, I'd like to ask unanimous consent, Mr. Chair, to enter this letter from the National Wildlife Refuge Association into the record. It is signed by the Friends of Monomoy National Wildlife Refuge and the Friends of Alaska National Wildlife Refuge, along with 100 other groups from around the country, including Friends of Hakalau Forest National Wildlife Refuge in Hawaii.
Without objection.
I object.
Oh, there is objection. And the question is,
Okay, if Mr. Congressman Young objects to the entry of these letters? Yep. Can you tell me why you object?
You didn't talk to me first, and you've served before you talked to me.
objection is heard. The letters will not be entered in the record.
With that, I yield back the balance of my time. Thank you.
And with that, we will now go to our first panel, which is comprised of the authors of these measures. And to continue this fascinating and stimulating discussion, we will now recognize Congressman Don Young, Chairman Emeritus of the Natural Resources Committee and representative for the 1st District of Alaska, and in fact, the only district in Alaska.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and if people want to know why in the audience, we've always had a good working relationship with Hawaii. We talk about things together. We don't talk about things that I represent or that she represents. And that's the reason I objected. And I, Mr. Chairman, I will not issue my written statement this time, only to say that when I watch lives die of my American natives because someone has an ecosystem that won't be affected by this road at all, is wrong. The idea that the area is going to be disturbed is nonsense. It's pure BS that comes out of these interest groups, these environmental groups. There's 150 miles of road on this refuge already. There are 11 lodges there that hunt birds on this refuge. We're talking about an 11-mile road. It's nowhere near the lagoons or the eelgrass. It's going to save lives. Now, the day that this Congress will take and love a goose that's not going to be harmed over a human life, shame on you. I'm not going to tolerate that. If you want to kill people, go out and kill them. But don't do it because you're being stupid. I yield back.